It's Chikahan time! Narito naman po ang inyong Chikang teacher. Ngayon, ang pag-uusapan po natin ay remainder theorem. If a polynomial p of x is divided by x minus c, then the remainder r is p of c. This is known as the remainder theorem. So there are two ways to find the remainder theorem when p of x is divided by x minus c. So using the synthetic division, and we can also evaluate p of x at a given value of x. So here is the proof of the remainder theorem. Let q of x and r represent the quotient and remainder respectively if p of x is divided by x minus c. Then, if we have p of x divided by x minus c is equal to q of x plus r over x minus c is multiplied. So, multiply both sides by x minus c. So, multiplying both sides by x minus c. So, pag minultiply po natin, yung both side ng x minus c. So, evaluating p of x at x is equal to c. So, pag minultiply natin both side, magka-cancel po yung x minus c doon sa p of x. So, ang matitira ay p of x is equal to, so, x minus c times q of x. So, plus, yung r, makaka-cancel din po yung x minus c. And then, if we have to change the value of x from x to c, so, magiging value niya na po ay yung c. So, change the value of c or x ng c, so, magiging q of c times ang x natin ay c minus c plus r. And we all know that c minus c would become equal to 0. And any number that is multiplied by 0, the answer is 0. So, ang matitira na lang po ay p of c is equal to r. So, that is our remainder theorem. So, let us try this one. So, let us find the remainder when 2x squared minus 4x plus 8 is divided by x plus 2. So, titingnan natin kung parehas ba yung makukuha nating sagot kung ang gagamitin natin is using the remainder theorem, yung una, at yung pangalawa po is using the synthetic division. So, ang hahanapin natin ay yung kanilang remainder. So, paano po? So, using the remainder theorem, we will have p of x is equal to 2x squared minus 4x plus 8. So, ano ang magiging value ng x natin? To get the value of x, equate natin yung x plus 2, equate natin to 0. So, to get the value of x, that is equal to negative 2. So, ngayon, ang p of c natin is negative 2 or p of x. So, is equal to, we have to substitute the value ng x natin which is negative 2. So, magiging 2 times ang x natin ay negative 2 squared minus 4 times negative 2 plus 8. Then, i-expand na po natin. So, evaluate natin 2 times negative 2 squared is positive 4. Negative times negative will become positive 8. 4 times 2 is 8 plus 8. And then, p of negative 2. So, add na natin or multiply muna. 2 times 4 is 8 plus 8 plus 8. So, p of negative 2 is equal to 8 plus 8 is 16 plus 8 is 24. So, this will be our remainder. Okay? So, ngayon, tingnan natin using synthetic division kung parehas yung makukuha natin. So, sa synthetic division, meron tayong dalawang row. So, ang unang row, kukunin muna natin yung numerical coefficient ng 2x squared minus 4x plus 8. So, sa x squared, we have 2, negative 4 sa x, at 8 sa x raised to 0. And then, again, ang c natin is negative 2. Now, we have to bring down first. So, bring down muna po natin yung unang term which is 2. 2 times negative 2 is negative 4. Negative 4 plus negative 4 is negative 8. Negative 8 times negative 2 is positive 16. And 8 plus 16 is 24. So as we can see, ang ating remainder dito ay positive 24. So makikita natin, parehas po yung makukuha nating sagot. So let us have another example. Let us find the remainder when x cubed minus 5x squared plus 4x minus 3 is divided by x minus 2. So, kagaya din po ng ating synthetic division at ng ating long division, kailangan naka-arrange po ang ating exponent from highest to lowest. So, as you can see, naka-highest to lowest naman po ang ating exponent. So, ngayon, we will have p of x is equal to x cubed minus 5x squared plus 4x minus 3. And then, ang magiging x is equal to c natin. Ang c natin ay positive 1. So, we have to change the value of x, p of 1. So, ganun din po, magpapalit din po ang value of x. Substitute the value of x, which is 1 cubed minus 5 times 1 squared plus 4 times 1 minus 3. Then, we will have p of 1 is equal to 1 cubed is 1 minus 5 times 1 squared is 1 plus 4 times 1 is 4 minus 3. Then we will have 5 times 1 is minus 5 plus 4 minus 3. Then we will have 1 plus 5. So, ipagsamahin muna natin yung like terms. 1 plus 4 is 5. Then minus 5 is 0. So, we will have negative 3. So, that is our p of 1. So, using the remainder theorem, ang nakuha po nating remainder ay negative 3. Ngayon, check natin kung parehas po dun sa sagot natin using the synthetic division. Again, sa synthetic division, may tatlong row po tayo. So, first one, kunin natin ang numerical coefficient ng x cubed which is 1. And x squared ay negative 5. Ang x ay positive 4. And then we have negative 3 para sa x raised to 0. At ang x is equal to, c is equal to positive 1. So, ngayon, ang proseso po natin ay multiplication and addition. So, bring down natin yung unang term which is 1. 1 times 1 is 1. Negative 4 plus 1 is, negative 5 plus 1 is negative 4. Negative 4 times positive 1 is negative 4. 4 plus negative 4 is 0. 0 times 1 is 0. Negative 3 plus 0 is negative 3. So, as you can see, ang remainder natin dito ay negative 3. Therefore, our remainder is negative 3. Yan. So, mapapansin natin, parehas po ang makukuha nating remainder gamit yung remainder theorem at gamit yung ating synthetic division. So, let us continue with this example. So, let us find the remainder when x raised to 4 plus 3x cubed minus 2x plus 3 this divide plus x plus 3. So, using the remainder, wala naman tayong magiging problema kung may kulang na exponent. Kagaya nito, x raised to 4, x cubed, kailangan niya ng x squared, x raised to 1, and then 0. Pero pag remainder po, pwedeng diretso na tayo. So, we will have p of x is equal to x raised to 4 plus 3x cubed minus 2x plus 3. Then, we will change the value of x which is, so from positive 3, this will become negative 3. Okay, so papalitan din po natin yung x natin. Negative 3 raised to 4 plus 3 times negative 3 cubed minus 2 times negative 3 plus 3. Then we will have negative 3 raised to 4. 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 3 is 27. 27 times 3 is 81. So, dalawang negative times negative is positive. Positive times negative is negative. Negative times negative is positive. So, magiging positive 81. Plus, so, 3 times. So, negative 3 cubed would become negative 27 minus negative 2 times negative 3 is positive 6 plus 3. Then we will have 81. Then positive 3 times negative 27 is negative 81 plus 6 plus 3. Then 81 minus 81 is 0. 6 plus 3 is 9. So therefore, P of negative 3 is equal to positive 9. Ngayon, i-check po natin kung tama nga yung nakuha nating sagot using the synthetic division. So, synthetic division, ayan, may bar ulit po tayo. So, numerical coefficient ng x raised to 4 ay 1. X cubed ay 3. Ang x squared po wala, kaya mag-i-insert tayo ng 0. Then, ang x raised to 1 ay negative 2. And then, we have positive 3. So, again, ang value ng x natin ay negative 3. So, ang proseso po dito ay multiplication and addition. So, the first number, i-bring down lang po natin, magiging 1. 1 times negative 3 is negative 3. 3 plus negative 3 is 0. 0 times negative 3 is 0. 0 plus 0 is 0. 0 times negative 3 is 0. Negative 2 plus 0 is negative 2. Negative 2 times negative 3 is positive 6. And 3 plus 6 is 9. So, yung dulong number, as you can see, ay 9. And that is our remainder. So, therefore, the remainder is positive 9. Ayan. So, kahit anong method ang gawin natin, gamit pa rin po, makukuha natin parehas yung kanyang value ng remainder natin, which is equal to 9. And let us have this last example. So, given that x raised to 5 plus 3x raised to 4 minus 2x cubed plus 8x minus 2 divided by x plus 2. So, hanapin natin yung remainder ulit. So, again, using the remainder theorem, na P of x is equal to, kunin natin yung value, x raised to 5 plus 3, x raised to 4 minus 2, x cubed plus 8x minus 2. So, ang P natin of, ang x value natin ay negative 2. So, magiging x plus 2, equate natin kay 0, kaya pag kinuha natin yung value ng x, that would become negative 2. So, P of negative 2. So, once nagpalit na po tayo ng value ng P, papalitan na po natin yung value ng x. So, magiging negative 2 raised to 5 plus 3 times 3 times negative 2 raised to 4 minus 2. Ang x natin ay negative 2 cube plus 8 times negative 2 minus 2. Then, we will have P of negative 2 is equal to 2 times 2 is 4 times 2 is 8 times 2 is 16 times 2 is negative 32. So, that will become negative 32 plus 3. Negative 2 raised to 4 is positive 16. Then, negative 2 times negative 2 cube is 2 times 2 is 4 times 2 is 8 or negative 8 plus 8 times negative 2 is negative 16. Ayan, lagyan na lang natin parenthesis. Minus 2. Then, we will have P of negative 2 is equal to negative 32 plus 16 times 3. So, magiging 18. Carry 1, 3, 4. So, 48. So, plus 48. Negative times negative, magiging positive. 8 plus 2 ay 16. Then, positive, negative 16 minus 2. Then, add natin, magiging is equal to P of negative 2 is equal to 16 minus 16, 0 na yan. Negative 32 plus negative 2 is negative 34. Minus natin or plus natin sa positive 48. So, magiging positive 14. Okay po? So, that is P of negative 2. So, let us check using our synthetic division, kung parehas yung makukuha natin. So, again, we have x raised to 5, x raised to 4, x cubed. So, nawawala ulit ang x squared. So, once na nawawala yung isang value ng ating exponent, maglalagay lang po tayo ng 0. So, ang x raised to 5, ang numerical coefficient niya ay 1. Next one ay 3, negative 2. Ang squared ay 0, then 8, and then negative 2. So, ang x value natin or ang c natin ay negative 2. So, again, multiplication at addition lang po ang kailangan natin. So, bring down 1 times negative 2 times negative 2 is negative 2. 3 plus negative 2 is positive 1. 1 times negative 2 is negative 2. Negative 2 plus negative 2 is negative 4. Negative 4 times negative 2 is positive 8. 0 plus 8 is 8. 8 times negative 2 is negative 16. 8 plus negative 16 is negative 8. Negative 8 times negative 2 is positive 16. Negative 2 plus positive 16 is positive 14. So, as you can see, parehas po. Therefore, the remainder is positive 40. Ayan. So, napakadali lang, no? Evaluate lang po natin using the remainder theorem at makukuha na natin ang ating remainder. Then, we can also use the synthetic division so that we can easily identify the remainder given the synthetic division. So, let us have the last example. Let us find the remainder when x raised to 8 minus 1 is divided by x plus 1. So, paano naman po ito? Paano natin kukunin yung remainder? So, again, we have p of x is equal to x raised to 8 minus 1. So, ang magiging x value natin, so x plus 1 equals to 0. So, therefore, x is equal to negative 1. Ayan. So, papalitan po natin yung x natin ng negative 1 is equal to negative 1 quantity raised to 8 minus 1. So, since 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 times 1, yung walong 1 po pag minultiply natin, and that is equal to 1. And, tandaan po natin, kapag ang exponent natin ay add numbers, ang magiging sign po natin ay negative kapag ang given ay negative or ang base natin ay negative. Pero kapag even naman po is automatic, kapag even numbers ang exponent, it will become positive. So, negative 1 raised to 8 is positive 1 minus 1. So, therefore, p of negative 1 is equal to 0. So, ang remainder natin ay 0. Ngayon, check natin using the synthetic division. So, we will have, so, ang magiging, ano po natin ay 8. So, since x raised to 8, so, yun na po yung 1 natin, yung x raised to 8. X raised to 7 ay 0. X raised to 6 ay 0. X raised to 5, x raised to 4, x raised to 3, x squared, x raised to 1, and then x raised to 0. Okay? So, ang x natin is negative 1. So, multiplication and then addition lang po. Bababa natin yung una, multiply natin 1 times negative 1, ang sagot ay negative 1. 0 times negative 1, plus negative 1 is negative 1. Negative 1 times negative 1, positive 1. 0 plus positive 1 is 1. 1 times negative 1 is negative 1. 0 plus negative 1 is negative 1. Negative 1 times negative 1 is positive 1. 0 plus 1 is positive 1. 1 times negative 1 is negative 1. 0 plus negative 1 is negative 1. Negative 1 times negative 1 is positive 1. 0 plus 1 is 1. 1 times negative 1 is negative 1. 0 times negative 1 is negative 1. Negative 1 times negative 1 ay positive 1. So, negative 1 times at negative 1 plus positive 1 ay 0. So, mapapansin nyo, parehas na 0. Ang haba, no? Pero, nakuha natin na parehas po ang kanilang remainder. So, therefore, the remainder is 0. So, napakadali lamang po sagutan o hanapin ang remainder using the remainder theorem or using the synthetic division. Naway marami tayong natutunan ngayong araw na ito. Yan ang ating math sayang kwentuhan. Hanggang sa muli, huwag kalimutang i-click ang like, share at subscribe. Paalam!